that developed in the parliament itself yesterday, wherein the Union Home Minister Amit Shah had introduced the CRPC bill. Let's have a look at what all he said. Well, the government introduced 3 bills in the Lok Sabha to replace 3 criminal laws. We are taking you into the depths of what all happened yesterday in the last day of the Parliament's monsoon session. The 3 bills, which were the Indian Penal Code 1860, the Indian Evidence Act 1872 and the Criminal Procedure Act 1898, which are all British era laws. Now, the IPC 1860 will be replaced by the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, and the Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Bill 2023 will replace the CRPC 1973. The Bharatiya Saksha Bill 2023 will govern the rules and procedures on evidence in place of the Indian Evidence Act 1872. While tabling the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita Bill, the Union Home Minister Amit Shah has said that laws like sedition will be revamped. Punishments for acts like secession, armed rebellions, subversive activities, separatist activities or endangering the sovereignty or the unity and integrity of India have been added to the revised law. Shah added that the centre will also introduce the provision of the capital punishment for mob lynching and sexual assault of minors. The new bill prioritizes laws to deter crimes against women and children, giving the legal provisions more teeth. We will take a look at what all Amit Shah said yesterday in the House. Let's.
राजद्रोह पर कि अंग्रेजों ने अपने शासन को बचाने के लिए एक कानून बना था। मैं इस सदन को कहना चाहता हूं, एक ऐतिहासिक निर्णय इस सरकार ने किया है। राजद्रोह को कंप्लीटली हम रिपील कर रहे हैं कि जिन्होंने भी ये कानूनों को पढ़ा होगा, इसकी प्रायोरिटी क्या थी? मानवी की हत्या से या महिला के साथ दुराचार से बड़ा कोई कानून अपराध नहीं हो सकता। सबसे पहला चैप्टर इसमें आएगा महिलाओं और बालकों के साथ अपराध। माननीय, मैं सदन को बताना चाहता हूं, ये तीनों कानूनों में गुलामियों की निशानी से भरे हुए कानून। सबसे पहले तो इसको ब्रिटेन की पार्लियामेंट ने पारित किया था, हमने अडॉप्ट किया था, यहीं से शुरुआत होती।
मैं समझता हूं कि कोई भी कानून तभी कारगर होता है, तभी उपयुक्त होता है, तभी उसका फायदा होता है जब वो समाज और देश की चुनौतियों के अनुकूल हो। बहुत पुराने कानून थे हमारे देश में, अंग्रेज़ों के वक़्त से चले आ रहे थे और उन्होंने अपना काम किया। उसमें सारे प्रावधान बुरे नहीं थे, बहुत से प्रावधान उसके सही थे और आज भी सही हैं। मगर जो संशोधन हुआ है, जो नए कानून लाए गए हैं, मैं समझता हूं कि इनकी उपयोगिता अभी साबित होना बाकी है। प्रमुख चुनौती ये है कि क्या इन संशोधनों द्वारा हम ऐसे कानूनों को लागू कर सकेंगे या इस प्रकार से कानूनों को लागू कर सकेंगे जो न्याय संगत हों मगर जिनका दुरुपयोग ना हो। जो असहाय लोग हैं या जो बेगुनाहगार लोग हैं उनके खिलाफ कानून का दुरुपयोग ना हो, ये सुनिश्चित करना प्रमुख चुनौती है।
On the eve of India's 76th Independence Day, the Honorable Home Minister has moved 3 historic bills in the Parliament which are going to replace the colonial era criminal justice laws which governed the criminal justice space in India. The Indian Penal Code, the CRPC and the IPC. The Honorable Home Minister today has introduced the Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita, the Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita, which is going to replace the Indian Evidence Act, the Indian Penal Code as well as the CRPC. This is a monumental reform that is going to touch the lives of every Indian in a positive manner. It was a long pending, long overdue issue that needed to be addressed.
Well, now we're going to go into a discussion on this particular bill that was proposed in the House yesterday, and we have Pallavi back with us on the broadcast. Pallavi, if we are to focus on the reforms and the changes that have been suggested in this bill, firstly, the seditions law being revamped, and also the fact that we're constantly discussing about how this the changes that have been suggested are going to benefit women and children. How are we to focus on this, and if you could put this on into context for our viewers?
So as far as the sedition law changes are concerned, there was also a displeasure which was voiced by the Supreme Court, where they had said that, there's an arbitrary misuse of the sedition laws by any government in power. And therefore, they had suggested that a government needs to come out with a more consolidated, a more composite and a more refined version of a sedition law, which was actually during the British time. And we know how the Britishers would use it very arbitrarily against our freedom fighters. So that is in sync with that also, where there has been a tweaking which has taken place as far as the sedition law is concerned. It is going to be less arbitrary. That's what the Home Minister also made it very clear yesterday. And also there are, of course, there are stringent punishments on when they think that there is a war against the country. That's where the criticism is also coming in from the opposition parties, that at the end of the day, even this too can be open to misuse by the government against those who actually question the government, and that can be interpreted by the government the way it wants. That's as far as the sedition law is concerned. There have been many concerns. Some of the interesting points which we have picked up as far as ensuring that there is less crime against women. Rape laws, or anti-rape laws rather, have been made even more stringent. Even threat of and living together, that has also been something more, I would say, more protection is being offered. If you are proposing marriage on a fake identity, that is also going to be punishable with up to 10 years. And there's a reason for it, because there have been many recent cases where men are believed to have hidden their real identity, either in terms of their professions or either in terms of their religion. So all of this is being done to ensure that there's more women empowerment, and those who indulge in crime against women are aptly punished.
Right, Pallavi, thank you for bringing us all those details on this particular bill that was proposed in the House yesterday. And